So Postman has one more very good library that is called Faker library. So I will show you how we can actually leverage that. Okay, so that is part of Postman. You don't need to install anything, and you don't need to write any extra code for that. So what it is like, it will give you some random values every time you run that. For example, right, this first one, right, so I want a name prefix, right, so it will give me that random name prefix will give me a random prefix every time I execute. Okay, then first name, last name, phone number, suppose you don't want to create your own test data, you want to leverage Postman's this library, right, so because every time first name, last name, address and all you have to give otherwise. But here what it will do, basically it will every time fetch some new email or new phone number, random phone number or address or city, all those things it will give you automatically when you execute it. So from where this is coming, right? So Postman is actually giving that documentation. This is called dynamic variable list. So if you see here, right? So the variable name what you need to use, they have given specifically here. Now you need to use the same name only, because these are actually available no, to use ready-made in the Postman. So there are separate sections here, like categories here, like common category. Then you have profession, for example, job area, job description, phone address and location, right? So you have random phone number, random no, city, street address, right? Random country code, right? Then suppose you want to add some image, right? So that thing, lot of things are here. Okay, so I have not tried everything, only few things I have tried. And like random bank account, business, so a lot of things are there. Okay, and dates, for example, future date, you want a past date, recent date, right? So and then domain, email and usernames, files and directories, right? Grammar, lot of things, like a big list of random variable list they are providing actually. So we can use those in our script. So how it will work basically, right? So let me show you that. If I go to run collection, right now, suppose I want to generate 5 record for this, right? 5 random set of records. Iteration count you have to give, and then when you execute it, it should get executed 5 times with different random values. We'll see that. Clear the Postman log. If I run it, let's see what request body it has created. If you see here, the first one, you can see like all these random values are actually populated, right? So each iteration it will give some random values. This is very handy because we don't need to create. Suppose like you need a random kind of value, and the type of values you are looking for. You can use these variables. So every time you send a request, or it will automatically populate the address, or like fields basically. A very good feature. You can always leverage this for automation purpose.